El Padrino is back in town.
The boys are back in town. El Padrino has put the cut back on. Not only the cut, the fucking president patch.
Bishop, sit down beside me because you're no longer at the top of the table.
Aye.
That seat belongs to Marcus.
Quite a lot of
Alvarez.
Quite a lot of seat changes, guys. But let's just kick off with the start of the episode.
Quite a lot of seats in general. We have like a 4-month time skip. We see Angel and Nail still in their relationship. We see Easy sleeping alone inside his fucking caravan.
It's like Unser 2.0.
We see Coco and Hope. Then we get to the clubhouse and there's like about 50 fucking Mayans sitting down in the temple. Mayans for every charter. You name the charter, they had a member here.
You're goddamn right. We had Yuma, we had Stockton, we had
Tacoma.
Tacoma was there. I believe there was also Arizona and multiple other shithole charters were there. The guy that Easy actually got in the fight with on the roof in episode 1 was here. They share a few words, but we also have a sit down at the table, and this is where it's revealed that El Padrino's back. He's wearing the cut. Bishop's VP was
Taza is, I'm assuming, just a normal member now.
Yeah.
Unless I don't think you can have 2 VPs. Assuming Hank's still the sergeant at arms and will reveal. I think Hank is due to his relationship with Alvarez, which we'll talk about later on. But I'm assuming Taza is just being. I don't know. How does that work? Does Marcus Alvarez just come in and basically say to Bishop, "Look, I'm the new prez. That means you're getting demoted, and that means Taza automatically you get demoted."
I think it's more Alvarez struck a deal, right? I'll keep you alive, but you are under the thumb, right? And this is why, right? I think this is like a great wee concept, but see at the same time, how can anyone from Santa Padre really feel hard done by, apart from Gilly? I feel like Gilly's the only guy who can properly feel like he got fucked here.
Gilly lost his top rocker and bottom rocker.
Coco did as well.
But to be fair, I mean, Coco's lucky to still have a patch. Coco's lucky to be in the club. Gilly done absolutely nothing wrong. Gilly actually saved Coco, yet still lost his bottom rocker because he wasn't available when the all-out war broke out in the last episode. But they're having a sit down. Some of the other Mayans are saying that business is up since Kanchi's been in charge. It's never been better. Some Santa Padre members still feel hard done by.
It was more Coco and Gilly.
Yeah, the 2 members that got demoted. Again, Coco's lucky to be in the club at this stage, so I don't really think he can.
I think Gilly's just venting his anger about the fact he got fucked, rather than the deal is shit.
Yes, and then I didn't really understand at the time, but Alvarez demands that the room clears, and everybody clears the room apart from Alvarez and Hank.
Yeah, and then...
Which we didn't, at the time I was saying, yo, why is Hank sitting there? And everyone, I thought Alvarez wanted everyone out bar Bishop. But
that's what gets me, is like, is that not a bit obvious? Like, maybe, but then they wouldn't be aware, because then they wouldn't be, Bishop wouldn't be planning anything. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm saying it was a bit odd the way they made it so obvious, like, oh, you stay behind Hank, but I guess it maybe just looks like Alvarez wants a wee word.
He never asked Hank to stay behind. He said everybody out, and everybody left, bar Hank.
Yeah, no, but then if Bishop turned around, he'd be like, what's he doing there?
No, I guess.
What's he doing there? But yeah, there's definitely tensions here between everyone in the clubhouse, and I'm actually kind of liking this dynamic.
But to be fair, in Suns, a lot of time the clubhouse would clear, and it would just be Clay and Tig.
Actually, be like, give him the finger poke at them. Stay.
No, because he's a sergeant at arms, so I guess.
Oh, well, true. Well, I guess of that.
Yep, anyway.
But that's very intriguing, though. It's like... So Hank didn't get a demotion, but I guess Alvarez gets to pick his sergeant.
He just kept Hank.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But yeah, guys, but basically, Easy then leaves the clubhouse, and we get our only scene of Felipe this episode. So
thank fuck for that. Felipe's sitting there with a note and some coffee. It's like, hey, son, some guy called for you. Reyes, Easy just walks past him. And I wish we could have walked past him for the first 3 seasons. Unfortunately, it didn't play it that way. But yeah, Easy isn't talking to Felipe. Felipe then seems pretty sad, and he leaves a note on the trailer door. And hell, in my estimation, I thought Felipe had a really good chance of dying this season. I think that's it up now. I mean, there's nothing left for him. His son doesn't want to know him. He may as well
he gives
die.
him a sticky note, man. He fucking near dies.
We see Hope got a new job or something like this. There's hope for Hope, but she's not getting. I guess she's moved in with Coco, but
it's not going well with Letty.
Yeah, they're not getting on, and I guess it kind of does make a bit of sense. But it is what it is. They're not getting on. She tries to be sympathetic to her after she sees Letty fall out with her new boyfriend, I guess. She tells her that she deserves better, and Letty says, "Oh, thanks, that means a lot coming from a junkie whore." And goes into her room and starts blasting the music again. We also had...
we had the barmaid at the clubhouse who got ripped the piss out of because she looked like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, some members from some odd charters asked, "Yo, Justin Bieber." And I said, "Can you tell us which one of the guys you were sleeping with here? Because we want to know which one was interested in Justin Bieber," which I thought was pretty funny. So that happens.
And then as she's leaving, she basically notices a bunch of butterflies that go near this, like, the rig, the oil tanker thing. And then she goes over to it and opens it. It's kind of weird though that there's butterflies around it, but maybe that's better than a bunch of buzzing flies. And then she opens it and she discovers something. But obviously, guys, if you remember, that is exactly where Taza drops. No, Taza buried Montez in the wee hang. So
another thing that Taz has done that the club doesn't fucking know about. How many secrets can one man have? Seriously.
I know he killed Riz, he buried him though.
We then see Creeper. He's at some sort of like recovery addict centre.
Well, I tell you what, before we go anywhere, I think that will be the final straw though that breaks the Taza back. If it gets out that he's caused another fucking war.
He has to go.
He has to go.
You're out of here, son.
Your ass is going to the Kremlin.
Creeper, obviously, we know, fucking got shot about 10 million times in the last episode. I guess we're led to believe that since then he has maybe been taking, like, maybe drugs, painkillers to help with the pain of getting shot. And, maybe he's become addicted. He ended up talking to some woman for there. So maybe Creeper is going to get a love interest going forward.
I'll tell you what though, Creeper, 3 seasons of fuck all, 2 episodes this season. He's done.
I'm digging it though. He's fucking hot. He's becoming one of my favourite Mayans. Then we had Gilly and Coco having to basically. I think those two, since they lost their bottom rockers, are kind of been treated almost like prospects.
Yeah,
I think
they're doing painting and
they are rebuilding the clubhouse and trying to fix it after it got demolished in the premiere episode. Gilly in the end is like, you know what, fuck this, I covered for you. Coco says, yeah, and I appreciate it. And Gilly says, well, you can cover for me. And he just walks away like he'd shot himself. He walks off.
A lot of people in this club have done that.
He walks off.
Taza got to them? I don't know.
He walks off the premises. We see Taza sitting down with Bishop. Well, previously Bishop was sitting down with the Reyes brothers, and he says, we're gonna get this fucking club back. And Angel's like, I'm with you, Bish. And but Bishop asks Easy if Easy is with Bishop, and Easy says to him, I'm with whatever the club needs. So, and Bishop took that as he's with him, but in reality, that's not what I got from it. I kind of got from it that Easy was going to put the club's best interests,
and the club's more than just
and
Santa
not Bishop's interest, not Santa Padre's interest. But it will be interesting to see, I guess.
Yeah, what is Bishop's endgame? A repeat pattern of what happened? Because it's not.
Yeah, no. Let's be real, right? That what happened could not have worked out any better. None of the Santa Padre members died.
Yeah, they've just been fucking.
Yeah, how many members from the other club got fucking massacred? Yeah, he wants to maybe try and start up another war. I mean, what the hell is happening here with Bishop? I know he's a tiny man, but I guess he's got a tiny brain as well. Later on, we have Taza sitting down with Bishop. He tells him, I'm with you, Bish, whatever you're going to do, count me in. And Bishop wants absolutely nothing to do with him. He tells him he's only alive because of some sort of like twisted loyalty. And that he doesn't want nothing to do with Taza. He pushes Taza away. What else do we have in this episode?
We also had the bartender returns like their home to her roommate, or maybe it's just her mate, I don't know, but she basically reveals something in her bag that she's like, oh shit. Meanwhile though, we also have Sam Bernardino discussing things where VP's kind of pissed off that they're not going for the Mayans. He basically buries Chibs, he buries Packer, and he buries Happy. And I'm like, mate,
Andy Burry's the new president. Well, not really, but he kind of
indirectly kind of does it.
Yeah, he's kind of. So the new president of San Bernardino is essentially saying, "Look, we're on good terms with the Mayans. The Mayans are crumbling. We're not going to get into a war.
We'll pick on the bones.
A war doesn't have any, doesn't interest any club at the moment. But this guy thinks that they should attack the Mayans while the Mayans are,
I know what I like about this, even if the fact they're not going to get Tommy Flanagan back, or maybe he will appear.
It's nice to see him be mentioned,
Yeah, and like, why not mention Tig as well?
Exactly.
Mention people by fucking name.
Unless he's dead. And T.O.
Mention people by fucking names.
What's his real name again?
Tadorius Orwell Cross or something like that.
Maybe don't mention him by that name.
Black guy, anyway.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I don't see any other black
the
guys.
Conan Harley. What else did we get?
Big racist Leyland.
Yeah, then we
Easy buys a dog.
Easy buys a dog.
Called Sally.
The dog... I don't think the dog's abused. I think it's just still waiting on its original owner to come back, and that's not happening. We have... Towards the end of the episode, we have Hank turn up at Alvarez's house, and then things begin to see a clearer picture. Hank appears to be a spy for Alvarez, and Alvarez is asking Hank how the rest of the club's getting on, how the rest of the club feel towards the other charters, and Hank basically spills the beans that Bishop isn't happy and that there could be a potential pushback.
Yeah, he does, and I feel like if Alvarez doesn't trust him, I feel like he should never have saved Bishop in the first place. I feel like the snake's head should... Like, why the fuck's this guy put in a position of power if he feels like he needs Hank to fucking hang him? You know what I mean?
I can see this leading to Bishop being demoted further or dying.
Mayhem, Camasots, whatever you want to call it.
Camasots.
Because we've seen in like trailers and shit, Easy punching Bishop, and I've got to assume that's something to do with one of Bishop's master plans to bring back the wee midget gavel. Meanwhile, though, we get scenes with Emily. She's working a piss job, waitress, and she's drinking red wine.
Now, Alvarez says Galindo is dead. Now, whether he means Miguel Galindo's dead or the pipeline, the Mayans cooperation, Mayans working with Galindo could be dead. But regardless, Galindo's dead. Is he coming back? I don't know.
He's not dead, right?
The whole Galindo...
His dad's Felipe, and he's related to the area. Something's happening there. I'd be... If they killed him off screen, that would be very, very lackluster, wouldn't it?
Yes, but, I mean, with the way Season 4 started, we're already 2 episodes in. There's a lot of shit to go down. I don't think this season needs Galindo.
It doesn't.
I mean, maybe he'll return in the finale or some shit like that. But overall, because I mean, you do expect him to tie stuff up with Galindo and the Reyes family. But I mean, we'll wait and see. But this episode ends with Justin Bieber getting dragged to the Sons of Anarchy San Bernardino Clubhouse. She's the woman that she's with tells her to show the VP what she showed her earlier in the house. She opens up her bag and he pulls out a Sons of Anarchy patch.
Which, of course, belongs to none other than Montez.
And that is where the show goes after
I like
the air.
this, guys, because it's long-term booking. You know what? I feel like El Palo got shafted, but I feel it's also like, well, you know what? At least this actually prolongs that in a way.
Yep, so...
You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty good. But anyway, guys, that's basically this episode. It was nowhere near the premiere, but it was still a damn good episode.
Yeah, no, it was good. I enjoyed it. Obviously, slower pace, and
it had to be.
And it introduced, it showed you the rest of the characters and stuff like that, rather than just focusing entirely on the Mayans. So, I mean, it was good.
Hank's got a walking stick. Did we mention that? Probably not.
Nah. It was good, but I mean, not great. But here, I mean, not every episode can be as good as the first episode. First episode, in my opinion, is the best episode Mayans have ever done. It could be the best episode they ever do. This one, though, I liked it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7 too. Really enjoyed it.
And that's it, guys. Let us know what you thought down below in the comments. We'll be back with more Mayan videos. So much to talk about this upcoming week, man. Literally going to be videos fucking on a daily basis. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll catch you in the next one. But until then...
Peace.